Yeah, I'm just really not trying to see someone play golf in Travis's.
Nah, if I see someone in some $2,000 golf shoes, some Travis's, I'm gonna purposely step on them. I swear. Because shout out to him for even getting the ability to make golf shoes. But
I mean, he's got the Jordan cosign. They were FaceTiming. They're best friends, apparently.
Come on now. You know how much he's probably made, Jordan? I imagine they are very good friends.
You think he's pulling up to the pyramids, Jordan?
Jordan, no. But I think he's been to the pyramids. I'll say that. But the only thing about that relationship is apparently Jordan, prior to Travis Scott's relationship, did not have the best with rappers. He did not really rock with rappers prior.
Damn. Interesting. I wonder why he picked Travis.
Because he made him a boatload of money.
He's like, you're all right, man.
Chameleonaire always tells, well, I don't say he always tells a story, but he told a story of a time where he met Jordan and Jordan didn't rock with,
Well, it's because he's Chameleonaire.
Chameleonaire's that dude. Chameleonaire's that dude.
Man.
He's invested in some companies that we rock with.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
So $199.
Woo! And that does not determine our price at all. We are worth way more than that.
Absolutely.
A EOD podcast. End of the day. Another week.
Yes, sir.
It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
And it's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya.
We're back.
Back. 199.
Season finale.
Season finale. I like the way that sounds.
We gotta leave him on a crazy cliffhanger.
Hell yeah. So like, you remember that episode where your laptop broke? It gotta be something like that. No,
let's not back up, actually, you know?
That was like probably the biggest cliffhanger of the season.
That shit was wild, bro. That was a cliffhanger for my life, bro. My whole laptop just went to shit. That was crazy. Wow, good times, man.
Good times. Another week.
I like this furry
yeah, Kristen, what the hell, man?
You know,
tired of you getting all this cool stuff and not sharing with us.
The DIY queen.
I can make you one.
My favorite's the blue guy in the middle with the big nose.
She did that on purpose for sure.
Yeah. No, I wanted the big yellow to be in the middle.
The blue one in the middle is definitely the...
And then I wanted the green. I wanted it to mostly be the colorful little animals, but I had to put these ones in there.
They don't seem crazy.
Just one.
Oh, that guy popped off.
Pops off.
He's trying to run. That's why he's trying to get away.
Well, I ran out of glue, so I tried to glue them with nail glue and then cure it with my LED light, and it didn't work. It couldn't penetrate the phone or the camera. What is this thing called? The computer case.
Penetrate? What to do? What?
So like, you cure the gel with a light, like a LED light, and so it was a little bit opaque.
Got you. Curing.
Translucent enough, yeah.
For those who do nails or use nail glue, because that's what you need, right? The regular glue didn't need curing.
No, and that's what I just had run out.
The DIY queen for sure. That shit hard.
Hell yeah.
I still get compliments on my camo bucket.
That camo bucket's hard.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a resurgence of the Mooney jewelry, you know, popping out with some new
pieces,
ads.
Yeah.
For real.
So stay tuned for that.
We need the Mooney New Balance collab or Nike collab.
Whoa,
or
talk about
Travis collab. Something, you know, we just
Jordan
need a
collab.
Jordan, yeah, the Mooney Jordan collab with the pyramids. Let's talk about it.
Hit me up.
Mooney with the moon over the pyramids.
Ooh, that's on fire.
Boy.
Oh, so I was about to ask if y'all seen it yet, but it's just not even out yet. Barbie, I know we talked about it last week.
Got it locked in for Friday.
It's this Friday. And you see, after that, you're going to go see Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer is Saturday night.
Oh, I was just joking. Y'all are really going to see Oppenheimer the day after?
Yeah.
Wow. Now I got to really see it before next week, or at least before the next start of the next season. We'll come with a crazy Oppenheimer take next season. That's what the cliffhanger we'll leave him on.
That shit's 3 hours long.
It is 3 hours. It's who made it? James Cameron? I think it's James Cameron. They say it's his longest movie.
James Cameron.
James Cameron.
No, it's actually
Christopher Nolan. That's who it is. The dude who did.
Damn, 10 out of 10 on IMDb, 92 Rotten Tomatoes, 95% of Google people like the movie.
But the movie ain't even out yet. Or is it out? Can people see it? Like, how is that even possible?
I don't even
know. It comes out on Thursday. Tomorrow.
So then that sounds like propaganda. That's what that sounds like.
That does sound like some propaganda.
But every review I watched of all the reviewers I fuck with, I have given it a stellar review. Interstellar review.
Stellar.
Because, he made Interstellar.
Oh, I see what you did there. Have you been seeing the crosses where they take like Oppenheimer and then they recolor it to look like Barbie and they put like different music over it? Dude, it's actually the funniest shit.
Well, I'm gonna need on Sunday. I'm gonna need the review from you guys as which one was better.
I feel like you can't compare the two.
Oh no, they came out too close. So that's what we do when things get released at the same time. Kanye and 50 don't make the same music, but when they dropped on the same day, what did we do? We compare their album.
I wonder how long. Let me see how long the Barbie movie is.
Watch it be 3 hours. It's 3 hours, isn't it?
Barbie movie length.
I think do you have to pause?
2 hours.
2 hours. Damn, that's still actually longer than I thought they could do for a Barbie movie.
It says, never mind.
People that are gonna see them back to back though, you're actually bold. That's 5
that's a 5 hour.
5 hours in the movies.
I know a couple people who are seeing both in the same day,
which is pretty impressive though if you think about it, because those tickets are actually hard to get.
Right now, they are. Oppenheimer, they're saying that's the movie of the year. George Clooney. Not, is that me? Not bad. I know it wasn't me.
You're not an iPhone.
Yeah.
Was that me?
That means that was you.
Damn, bro. Kami's lacking.
They're saying not George Clooney. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna get Best Supporting Actor. The dude who plays Oppenheimer, they say he's probably gonna get nominated.
I can see it.
That movie doesn't have any CGI, all practical effects.
Damn, so they're really blowing shit up?
That essentially, yeah.
Damn.
That's the whole movie, is that they actually but they recreated the nuclear test at the end of the movie. So
did they really light a nuke up then? No, they had the CGI.
So I'll send y'all the video that I watched after Wired made this really cool video about it. They took what they saw in Oppenheimer and compared it to everything. Because, the stuff that of the original nuclear test, the Manhattan Project, I believe is what it was called, was super secret sealed documents that, have recently been unsealed, but still has a lot of like hidden information. One, because it was so far back in the day, right. And two, because they don't want people being able to make a nuclear bomb just by watching how we made a nuclear bomb, essentially. So it makes sense. But the dude from Wired compared what we know about the original test to everything he's seen in Oppenheimer, and he's saying it's like fairly accurate.
Wow.
Yeah, he's saying like it's pretty accurate as far as like how they shot the movie or whatever. And then he's describing how we made it, and it just sounds insane. But that dude, to be the guy who created the nuclear bomb must be pretty
shitty. Yeah. You must feel like a real piece of shit.
You have the person, I don't know if it was a guy or girl, we can search that up, who made Barbie, who created the Barbie character or franchise, and then you have the dude who made the nuclear bomb.
It was actually a woman.
It was a woman, right?
Ruth Handler. You have her, who created a Barbie, and then Oppenheimer created a nuclear bomb. It's kind of crazy. Technically, they're both the same thing because of what, you think what Barbie did to the world. Destroyed the world just as much as...
As far as like its impact.
No.
Its impact? Of course. It changed the whole world just as much as the nuclear bomb did.
But not in a negative way.
Not in a negative way, but I will say its impact on the world. Barbie is worldwide. Barbie is so big to the point that it's trending watching both movies together. That's how big Barbie is.
I mean, I typed in who created and it just said Barbie first search results. So
nah, Barbie's huge. Barbie's definitely, I think that's one of the reasons why
the hype over this is so big.
Damn, Barbie was made in 1959.
That seems like, I wonder.
It's not even that long ago.
That doesn't seem that long ago. When was the nuclear bomb made?
Let's see.
Yeah, when was the Manhattan Project?
It was made in 1945.
Oh, so what? Not even. So what? How many years is that prior to the Barbie being made?
It's like 13 years.
All right. Okay. So she was around.
14 years.
So she was around for that. Essentially.
Crazy.
She might have been around for that. Yeah, no, I was listening to interviews with the dude Oppenheimer, and he was talking about how, like, he said a lot of stuff that's eerily true, how humans are going to be able to wipe out millions of people with nuclear weaponry in the future and all that stuff. Because he essentially, his original intention was, when they made this, was to stop the war with Japan, which it did.
Definitely stopped it.
But at the same time, he was thinking, all right, that'd be it, guys. That's it. They continued to progress and make more bigger bombs.
Scary shit, man.
Which is something that he was not hoping would happen. But
in lighter news, but also still fucked up, the first black Barbie was made in 1980, which is 21 years after.
That's wild. So hold on, that mean? I wonder if that means that Barbie was exactly the same till then, because they do have other races of Barbies, right, Kristen?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have. They had like different hair colors.
It was different hair colors.
More of the options.
Yeah,
it's like.
But I feel like the first race change would have been the first black Barbie.
In 1969, Mattel introduced Barbie's black friend, Christy.
Is she in the movie? Is there a Christy in the movie?
There's a lot of different Barbies in the movie. I think they went as like
crazy
2023 as they could, like give it the times. Barbie's evolved.
I'm trying to see Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I already am super excited. But here's the thing, Kristen, with movies. I feel you, get with the times, but there do be that threshold where it feels like it's pandering. If I see a handicapped Barbie, I might feel like that's pandering.
Well, I feel like anything feels like pandering when it had to take literally people willing to shut the whole world down to be like, fuck off, like, value us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, anything after that, like, why wasn't it just happening before that?
Right, true.
Know? So, I don't know.
I will say that we're talking about pandering. I typed in just Barbie on Google, and the whole Google interface changed. It's pink and a bunch of sparkles popped up.
Oh, like it? Oh, Barbie?
Yeah, just try it. Just type Barbie. It's crazy.
I love Barbie.
Just your whole screen.
Oh shit! Damn! How much did that cost?
You feel me, bro?
How much are they paying Google right now?
Come on.
How much did that cost?
They got the pink Google logo.
I'm gonna just try, just for the sake of me being a guy. G.I. Joe.
Type in Oppenheimer and the screen blows up.
I was just thinking if you type G.I. Joe and if it would happen the same, but no. All right, hold on.
No, they paid the bag for that.
How do you even know how to spell Oppenheimer? I'm trying it right now. Did you already try Oppenheimer?
Just type OPP, it'll pop up.
No, I was going to say, did you already try Oppenheimer? Nothing happened? Oh, okay.
Can you imagine?
If your computer just explodes.
Oh, it's fucked up.
That'd be great marketing right there. That's better than the Barbie marketing.
I had to get a whole new computer when I typed it in.
But I was excited to see that movie.
But it made me go watch it. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, realistically though, because in the reviews for this movie, they have said it's a dialogue-heavy movie. What was the last dialogue-heavy movie you saw?
I feel like we watch a fair share of heavy dialogue stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Kristen's like, well, what are you talking about? Can you remember, Kristen? Because T's saying y'all watch a lot of dialogue heavy stuff. But this movie is extremely. They say it's a 3-hour.
It's something like. I'm
trying to see what I would compare it to.
Like a Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction got some action in it. It got some. See, this action-wise, I don't know what kind of action this has in it because no one's getting killed. They're literally making a
character development.
Correct, character development is mainly maybe like a. Have you ever seen Gone Girl?
Yeah.
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 It's been a while.
But the semi-premise, girl goes missing. She wasn't actually missing. That's dialogue heavy. I'd say that's dialogue heavy. Granted, there hasn't. I will say this year hasn't been the most popular category for movies.
I'm gonna go out and say it that this might be the last good movie we get this year.
Nah, I think we got some good ones. Blue Beetle looks pretty cool. That movie looks fire. As far as what do you mean? Do you mean
talking about like big releases?
Big releases. Let's look at what else is coming out this year because I feel like
this actor strike, man. We're kind of.
Well, everything that's coming out this year is coming out. Everything that's affected with the actor strike is all down the pipeline stuff. And I put that list in there. There's a lot of stuff. I even found more stuff that's affected, and just like that was a lot of movies that I put in there. There's a lot of like TV stuff that's also affected as well.
Severance too. The Severance second season.
Severance second season. Last of Us second season. Yeah, and the thing was crazy about it is a lot of stuff just got shut down in the middle of recording. So like you're filming, you're working, and then it's like done.
COVID all over again.
Essentially.
Hell yeah, it is.
They walked out of the middle of Oppenheimer red carpet. They're in the theater watching it, get up and walk out in support and solitude because I guess the actors.
Wow, respect.
Super respect.
But also they probably watched it like.
I mean, I'm sure they got it at the crib on DVD.
Like, I hate this part anyway.
Yeah, they're like, damn, this shit boring as fuck.
So much fucking talking.
Yeah. The Haunted Mansion movie coming out that Disney's doing. The red carpet. They just had the people in costumes. Because the actors couldn't be there. So they just had the people who work at Disneyland come and be in costumes on the red carpet. And people were pissed at them because they're saying if people aren't familiar with scabs, is if you're on strike and you cross the picket line, they can call you a scab, essentially. Someone who's...
Scabbing.
Yeah, who's like crossing the line and going back to the people who are hurting you, essentially. Damn. And they were getting at them, but... Those people who are in costumes are just regular Disneyland employees. They don't work for SAG.
Yeah, but if they wanted to become SAG eligible, now they'll never be able to become.
I feel you. If they held that against them, y'all are already protesting. This is just my job. I just work at Disneyland. Who knew? Yeah. I didn't know I'd get a fucking thing. But they did. That is one of the stipulations to anyone right now. If you do get offered any type of role or anything, and you're not in SAG. And you take that shit, and you will never be a part of SAG. SAG will never take you in after this if you help the movie industry in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Yeah. Right now, because if you look at even just TV show releases for the fall, winter season, it's all game shows and reality shows right now.
Wow.
No, like, really, like, because a lot of that stuff would be getting filmed right now, like TV shows and dramas and stuff like that. Movie-wise, that stuff gets filmed a lot more months out, though.
This,
Shit's sad, though. There's so many people, like, I mean, LA is mostly under the umbrella of the entertainment industry. 100%. So you're talking about people who are experiencing job slowdowns are... Like, I've even seen, like, a lot of my hairdresser friends are not as busy. People who own restaurants outside.
Oh, because they're in that industry.
Outside of the studios. People who make music for movies or TV that are no longer working. Like, the trickle-down effect is crazy.
I can only
imagine. Just to see, like, it kind of was, like, making me feel some type of way at first. Because I was like, damn, like, all these people... are gonna suffer and not get anything out of this. And like there's so many people suffering, there's so many people, like we live in a society that is we live in a capitalistic society, so like everyone is getting the shit end of the stick. And I was kind of like, damn, like feeling salty, like fucking feeling like a Republican all of a sudden. I was like, why do these people want this? But you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, all I can hope for is that people are inspired by this and decide to like stick together and
100%
create more unions. Like they were shutting down. So okay, Teamsters are driving the trucks that are still like bringing lighting equipment to whatever. So
what is Teamsters?
Like back in the day, like mob shit. Like it was like union.
Yeah.
So like, but it's like called Teamsters. Like they're in charge. It's like that's their union.
Teamsters are people who kind of work for the union and help maintain it and run it.
But they run like trucks. Like Teamsters are like have all these different types of jobs. So basically, these people went down to a studio and they were like, let's shut down the production for like a Marvel show. And so they just made a picket line And basically, if the Teamsters would cross the line, they would be scabbing.
Oh, okay.
So they were able to shut down like actual production.
Hey, Deadpool got shut down. People were amped about Deadpool. I think
the Wolverine
scenes. And you know what? To me, watching all the TV shows that I do and the drama that happens in a lot of those, I feel like that felt like almost a level of trying to use leverage against the actors to not go on strike. Yeah. Let's get the fans excited about this movie, so that if you shut this production down, they'll blame you.
Yeah.
Because do you see how shitty those photos were that came on Deadpool of
them like
fighting and stuff like that? And the whole time I'm wondering, I'm like, normally we never would see those photos we would never see those photos. We just see the movie get released. Look how many crazy movies have come out in the past year, and we've never seen photos like that for those movies.
Yeah.
Any of the Avengers movies, we never see early photos like that. They did that on purpose so the fans get pissed and get at the actors like, get back to fucking work. That's 100% what it's like. Let's release these photos, get the fans on our side, because 2 days after they went on strike.
I mean, I respect it though, because at the end of the day, these actors are facing wage issues, but they also have the issue of like the AI deepfake thing going on where they're using your likeness for.
So for people who don't understand, background acting is super important in in the movie industry. It's how a lot of people get to become big actors,
or even just support themselves and live in LA.
Exactly.
And on average, you get paid $180 a day to like today's standards.
So you show up, and now what they're proposing apparently is that you get scanned, and they digitally can place you in background scenes. And when you get scanned, that film company will own your likeness forever. And
it's almost like the Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's exactly what they're comparing it to.
They might have been warning us, man. They're like, Black Mirror is on this.
That's why I don't like Black Mirror, because I feel like everything is a fucking warning sign, and my spiral mind is like.
But isn't that a good thing? I
start dissociating.
Some people have theorized that people with money who are out of touch could watch an episode of Black Mirror and be like, oh yeah, that's what I need to be doing right now. Let me get, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's actually some actors, believe it or not, that are embracing the deep fake thing and like kind of going along with it and, you know, trying to figure out how to make it work in their favor.
Well, the thing I think they're doing that's smart is they're trying to get ahead of the curve in the sense of, all right, y'all want to use the deep fake and shit? Let me get the digital ownership of my likeness.
Exactly. But then it's also like working out how that plays out.
Because there's no laws.
Yeah. It's like, excuse me, it's a whole new industry, you know? So it's like so much needs to be figured out. It's
moving faster than the laws, I'll tell you that much.
Bro, it all is. Like all this new technology.
It's moving so fast.
And Elon warned us, man. Like, he was, you know, up trying to pioneer it. And now he's like, it might get crazy.
And I hear this a lot from the people that I watch about the AI, and they say it regularly. Technically, right now, this is the worst we'll see AI or anything AI generated. This is the worst we'll see it. It'll technically only get better from here. It's only going to evolve from here.
Right.
It's only going to get more intelligent, more... Like,
I've been using it for photos, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy how many people I know actually use Chat GPT.
Chat GPT is great, man.
Iconic.
Here's the thing. I was up on it. I know you were. A couple people, and then other people were like, oh, I used the Chat GPT to write my resume. I'm like, hold on. It just caught me off guard. I didn't know Chat GPT was that level, had that level of reach, that is reaching people who I would never even think use that app.
I'm pretty sure there's a way to tell if
there is.
It's written with ChatGPT.
Well, most people usually try to. People who are trying to figure it out, they'll either re-put the question in the ChatGPT and they'll get the same answer for the most part. Yeah, there needs to be some sort of tech or tag.
Can you scramble this and make it sound like me?
Yeah.
I mean, really though, that's all you have to say.
There's so much you can do with it. One of my clients had ChatGPT create her a packing list of what she would need for a trip to California.
See, that I'm cool with, though. Me personally, it's hard for me to use it because when it reads it out, whenever it writes something that I read it out, it doesn't sound like a human being really wrote that, or it doesn't sound like I wrote it. It doesn't sound like my writing.
It says some really beautiful stuff.
It does.
Okay.
But it definitely, if you read it, you'd be like, nah, Sin didn't write this shit. I could tell. You'd be like, I know this nigga didn't write this shit.
I wonder if you could ask if aliens are real.
It's gonna give you some weird ass internet theory because that's all it's really doing. ChatGPT is just scraping the internet.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna hold AI back is because people are gonna start claiming, hey, you gotta pay me to scrape the internet for my shit.
Right.
I need some bread for this.
So you think they're gonna monetize it?
They're gonna. I think the reach to get it monetized will hinder its growth.
I think though that there's gonna be so many companies trying to make a ChatGPT for themselves that we're just gonna have so many different options and search engines that we can use, you know.
In a way,
ChatGPT is just the first of its kind.
And you see, in a way, we already have it with all our assistants that we have on our phone, and how every update they try to get more chat friendly. You see with I don't know if you guys got the iPhones. You know the beta for the next iOS is out, and one of the things that it has is, Apple does not use the word AI at all that whenever they advertise or something. They stay away from that shit. But Siri has gotten that level of the back and forth conversation aspect of it, where you can talk to it, it says your response, and the next response you can say to it, it can be like almost conversational. And because Google's already does it, and Alexa's horrible at it, but there's other ones that do it. That's what they're trying to do with it now. So you see,
bro, it's gonna end up being like Jarvis from Iron Man, where you can just talk to it and it'll talk back to you. Your own personal assistant. That's where we're moving towards.
I think the thing that scares people is when your personal assistant
starts flirting with you
or recommending shit.
They're like, hey, you look good today.
Hey T, hey, when you wake up, hey T, do you want me to order you something off of Uber Eats? You want me to order you breakfast off of Uber Eats?
Hey, I remember you said you wanted pizza today.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it's gonna get dangerous to me personally. Is when it starts getting itself involved in my life. Because right now, I gotta ask it a question. I gotta activate it.
No, I think when it gets dangerous is when it starts telling you no.
When I ask it, hey, write my resume, and it's like, no, you should write it yourself.
Or are aliens?
Yeah, do that shit yourself, dog.
Nah, do that shit yourself. You gotta pay me to do that.
Yeah. That's when it gets dangerous. You'd be like, what did you say?
You heard me, motherfucker. You heard me, nigga. What'd you say?
I'm shutting down.
I'm shutting down. Oh man. So Barbieheimer this weekend, guys. I'm proud of y'all. I'm looking forward to that review.
Yeah, man. I'm excited as well.
And we, like I said, we said in the last episode, the actor strike, we stick with the actors, we stick with the writers. We want them to get their money. I don't know. I ask you guys though, if to end this strike, if they worked everything out and tomorrow we wake up, streaming services double in price, are we okay with that? Because someone essentially has to pay the price, because actors and you hear how much they're getting, you hear how much the writers are getting. The dude got $8 from his residual checks. He's getting $8 residual checks from Netflix and shit like that because of the splits are like so ass. So for them to get paid, if we have to foot the bill as a consumer, are y'all guys okay with that?
I think the issue is that they want the executives to make less money, and us to not have to increase our payment.
Has that ever happened in history? I don't know.
I think, to be honest, I think that's...
The executives are like, hey,
you know what? I will give you half my salary.
You know what? Have half of my salary. You know what? I don't know if this ever happened.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I think that's what is, like, outside looking in. Like, obviously, like, I love a good fight. I love for people to stand up and fight for themselves. Like, do what you got to do. And I do hope that it inspires other people to do the same. But it's also kind of hard to, like, sit here and watch. Like, times have changed. you are not on a syndicated television show unless you're on CBS. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I know a lot of people who go without work, who are artists, who don't make money because they sell art. And I also think, like, you should sign a better contract. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's, like, levels to it that I think, like, there are some, like, personal accountability and, like, things change. So, like, do I want them to get whatever they want? Yes. But I also think it's hard for me as a person who lives in the real world where it's, like, there's so outside of this community, this, like, fucking movie world, like, there's so many other people that are just, like, going to work making minimum wage for McDonald's who is, like, rich as fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just, it's kind of hard for me to, like, see it. I don't know, there's something, like, that bothers me about it, and I hate that it does that, but I mean, I'm just being honest.
Well, because I think what you're talking about goes a lot to the fact that they're getting paid to do entertainment. It's entertainment. Because
we also, in this world, we have our currency is fame and our currency is money.
Yeah.
So now you want money and fame. And obviously not all writers and everyone involved is famous and like has this notoriety, but I think there's a level of it that I'm just like I just want to squint my eyes and be like, I know so many factory workers. I know people that fucking bust their ass and just make what they make.
So that's, to me, it sounds like Kristen's gonna feel a type of way if streaming services double in price due to this writer strike and actor strike getting fixed. Would you feel, T? Are you feeling that type of way? Because how much are we paying for? How much, just in general, Netflix? How much are you paying for Netflix right now? For like the $15 plan?
Yeah, whatever was like the original,
like the minimum, because we just want one screen. So let's say because of the actor writer strike, $30 a month.
That's a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna pay it because I watch streaming.
I think really a lot of people, I think that'll end up being a lot of people. They might be like, what the hell? Yeah, they might be like, what the hell?
But then you got Severance dropping, you're like, yo, I want to watch this, you know? So at the end of the day, it's like the price of 2 movie tickets, you know, like
a month, technically. Nowadays, yeah, it's like
if the price of a movie ticket went up to like $50, then I'm feeling the type of way where I'm like, why am I paying this much to go watch a movie?
That would be interesting too, if the price of actual movie tickets, even though I feel like the price of movie tickets has gone up and kind of continues to go up.
But
how much does it cost to go to the movies?
Nowadays, like IMAX type shit is like almost $30. It's like $25.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, it's almost like almost $30 for a ticket. It's like $25. It's like $25.
What do we pay for our movie pass?
You pay like that price, $25.
No, we have the thing where we see 3 movies a week for free.
No, I mean that's how much. Isn't it movie pass like $25 a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $25. But that's why it works out in your sense if you guys go to the movies a lot. Do y'all get? Can y'all go to the top tier IMAX joint for free too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the one that's like 25, 30, almost $30 for a ticket. And then you incorporate any food you get, which would be crazy expensive. That's another $30 usually. So no, it's not cheap to go to the movies.
Honestly, though, if they continue to kind of push the envelope, if they do what you're saying and like increase prices, I can imagine piracy just becoming...
That's legit what I was leading to. Piracy is right around the corner.
Yeah, bro.
We were doing that 10 years ago.
All it takes is for someone to just cook up another LimeWire and we're back.
And technically, let's be real, that stuff, it's not that stuff went away. It's still there. I can still download
People
a movie.
I know someone that only watches shit for free.
Free. Yeah, me too.
You know?
So it's still there. It's just not as popular because I think the price of entry to watch streaming is pretty low. $15 a month doesn't sound crazy.
And they also just made it so convenient with the apps.
So super convenient.
You know?
But $30 a month, yes, I can see a lot of people being like, I want to, but I can't afford that.
Yeah, and it's not that hard to find what you're looking for with the internet.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I recently, I was chilling with Shorty and did the math of just basic level how much you could assume. Because if you look at how many people are a part of Netflix, the Netflix subscriber count right now.
I think it's like 6 million. They just broke 6 million, I believe.
Netflix subscription count. $232.5 million.
All right, I was definitely very far off.
So let's say, so doing the math, I can't remember how much it was, but just doing the math, and let's just say everyone on average had, let's say the minimum plan of $15. No, we did on average a $20 plan, just on average.
It's a lot of bread.
So it was a lot of bread. But then we started thinking about the logistics of running Netflix, and how many exclusive contracts they probably had to pay for.
Right. Pay all the actors.
All the actors, all their content that they have to fund and make and pay for.
Get the equipment.
All the TV shows that is on Netflix that they had nothing to do with. Just look at how much they paid, like $500 million for Seinfeld.
But then you think about how much is one movie generating profit-wise. Well, because Squid Games made $900 million.
And that's what I wonder though. When you say Squid Games made $900 million, and how are you counting that $900 million in subscriptions that you got since Squid? Because when I watched Squid Games,
like a percentage of the time
I didn't pay. Yeah, I didn't pay to watch. We all watched it when we watched it on there and paid our monthly $15 a month.
There's some type of revenue.
Like, how do they even break that down?
Like a penny an hour or something. Like however many hours. I don't know.
That's why I think the actors and writers are getting screwed and getting $8 residual checks. Yeah. Is because how the hell are you guys even breaking down how someone's getting paid off of a movie?
Right.
Because I don't know. Like I said, when I was doing that math and then I looked up how much Netflix paid for Seinfeld, I was like, holy fuck.
We're definitely going to see a major shift, and we're going to see...
They paid $500 million for Seinfeld, to have Seinfeld exclusively on Netflix. Wow. So
I haven't even watched a single episode.
I think I'm salty because I just don't believe that that change will happen. Well, I feel like I have lost a lot of faith recently for like people to change, like things to change, systems to change. So it's like
I'm with you,
I see all these people fighting, and I'm like,
definitely.
You mean in this industry? You talking about specifically in this industry?
Just in life, like part of me just feels like, what are we fighting the man for? Like, just fucking
I'm still
give
waiting.
up.
I'm still waiting on my student loan forgiveness. So.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard some shit got switched up on that too.
Yeah, bro. They be saying new news all the time, but you know.
But did you stop paying your student loans because of the student loan forgiveness?
Of course, but they're gonna resume it in September.
I seen that, but then I seen Biden was trying to get an extension or some shit.
Hey, Biden, do what you gotta do, man. I'm still not voting for you.
Because that's what he's trying to do. Election time is coming up. He's trying to get y'all he's trying to be like, hey, if y'all leave me in here another 4 years, I'll really get it running.
If you leave me 4 years, I will definitely die here.
Let me cook, man.
Let me cook.
So
go get the money. Go get the money.
Go get the money.
Go get the money.
Oh, shit, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, like I said, we rock with the actors. We rock with the writers. We want y'all to get y'all bread. Do whatever you got to do. We're going to support the strike. Yeah, I think it's scary times we live in because it's crazy we have to have this argument about it, that there has to be a strike, because it's clear they have... You guys are the creators of all this.
Yeah.
And it's successful.
And we do need movies. We do need storytelling. We need it.
I think what gets put out there is the stuff that's easy to hate on. All the movies that have a number behind it. Part 7, Part 6, right? Mm-hmm. But there's tons of stuff that we all watch on a regular basis that is done by really good writers.
At the end of the day, man, we just need to start caring about each other more. Yeah. Because, I think we're getting to a place where technology is growing rapidly, and we're just forgetting that we're human beings, man. We need to look out for each other, and care about each other, instead of just trying to figure out how to take out the middleman. We need to work together. So,
it's hard for people to hear that once that register start ringing, and
because it's only together that we can make a change. That's it.
It's just the money.
Those people up at top. Those people up at top. That register's ringing, they don't hear that message. If they're broke and they're down here, they'll hear that loud and clear what T's saying. Once that register starts ringing and they start getting further away from you, they don't hear that shit. Because there's people at the top, they broke down the math. Those higher ups you were talking about, Kristen, they have the money to fund and do exactly what the actors and writers want. But they would make, they said how much less they would make, and it'd be it was still sounded like a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
But then you factor in that executive, okay, how much he probably pays for his mansion, his Bentley, his kids for his fleet of cars,
of airplanes, private jets.
Then you hear what he would make, and you're like, okay, that doesn't really sound like that much. That's probably why you need to make this much billion.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's just like
yeah. I mean, they're talking about fucking starving these people out to the point where they lose their homes.
They said that.
Like,
They said
what
that.
is wrong with you?
They said y'all. They said, hey, y'all go broke.
And I think that's what I'm afraid of. Like, all these people are gonna keep fighting for what? So you lose your home. So you have to move back to your hometown. Left with pennies on the dollar.
Hey man, I
feel hopeless. I think that's where I'm at.
Hey, at least we'll say this: if it gets to the end of the strike and there's no conclusion, if you guys are looking for entertainment, once a week you can get unscripted content every Thursday on the EOD podcast. We ain't part of the SAG and any of that. Unscripted content right here.
unsagged, baby.
Unsagged.
No scabs on this.
No scabs on this side.
No scallywags.
So if you're looking for some content because your favorite drama is no longer on,
drama here, baby.
right here.
Scabless.
100%.
We can change our podcast name to Scabless.
Scabless. Well, we definitely have a Scabless episode for sure.
Yo, I wanted to give a shout out because we're talking about caring for each other and everything. I wanted to give a shout out to Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. Apparently, they're starting this housing project for the homeless.
Oh
Yes.
shit, that's fire.
You know,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're looking to build. I think it is
In Houston?
Yeah, 31 units for the homeless, which
Wow.
is pretty big. You know,
That's a huge
Oh
deal.
yeah.
you know, what are we doing in Los Angeles? Not a damn thing. So, shout out to them for caring for the people. You know what I'm saying?
That stuff's so stressful because like it just feels like there's just not one answer to the homeless problem. There's so many different
The reality
things.
is they don't want to fix the homeless population.
No, I feel
And
that.
it's just gonna get worse. Like,
I feel
this
that.
is gonna exacerbate the homeless issue in Los Angeles.
I think that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if
There's
they're
profit in homelessness.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I think one of the ways they keep it like that is to keep the problems with homelessness as diverse as possible. Like, if the problem with homelessness
like,
was,
we can't pinpoint it.
yeah, if the problem for homelessness was just housing, like all we needed was more homes, then there wouldn't be no homeless people. No, it's
Instead,
housing.
they're like, let's give them
drugs.
free needles.
Yeah,
so they
exactly.
can fucking
It's
inject themselves.
it's
Yeah, but giving people free needles helps keep sickness and like
that's the idea.
STD,
Yeah,
like shit
for
like
sure.
that.
But that's
now.
how they want you to think.
I mean, I feel
There's way better solutions. Than
Of course,
that.
it's
They
of course, I think the best solution for that is to get them off the drugs, right?
They
What you're
just
saying?
they want to put a band-aid on the situation because they're profiting off of it.
Are you saying that because you feel like just in general the best thing is for them not to do drugs at all? Like, is that what you would prefer?
I'm saying that supplying drug addicts drug tools, in my eyes, there's so many other things that we can do
Before that,
before doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're doing that, and they want you to think like, oh, this is better because, you know, we're helping them not get sick. But it's like, that's just a band-aid for the fucking issue. Like, we're not really addressing the problem at its root cause, you know?
But the root cause is in the childhood home growing up. That's the root cause, and it's like there's no profit in that for them.
then you saying like the government shit?
They think this, but I mean, realistically, if a child grows up to its best possible potential, we're gonna have more scientists, more everything that we need in the world that is positive, right? But like, because a lot of people have come from broken homes, they spend their whole life running from the darkness, running into drugs, running from the things that they are ashamed of or they hate. Like, that's why people do drugs. So yes, we have to band-aid the situation. If you have a cut, you have to like do something about it. But what are you going to do otherwise? Like, yeah, like, sure, giving drug addicts needles, I understand what you're saying, but it's like, they are not going to fix the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, they're absolutely never going to do that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
I just think that they're doing it because they realize that there's profit in getting funding to help the homeless, and like you're saying, never being able to pinpoint the problem. They're just like, oh, we need more money to help the homeless. But it's like, what the fuck are we really
what are you
doing
doing?
for these people?
What is the problem? Why is there so many homeless? What is going on? You know, because the root of the problem might actually be really simple if you really wanted to fix the problem. It could be something simple, but no, it has to be something where if you go on YouTube right now and type in homeless problem in LA, there's a million stories about it. So you would think at this point they would have figured out, okay, this is what we need to change within our city to really fix the homeless problem. But instead, it's more or less just like everyone being looking at the other person like, oh, like. So
and now we really have these homeless people, man. Like, really, it's crazy to see what homeless people do nowadays, bro. Like, I don't know if you've been seeing the videos of people building these crazy homeless.
Oh, they're on my block. That's why. Yes.
Got the flat screen television. That's wild. Got playing PlayStation.
The RVs are really stacked up in my neighborhood. They're like on the right on the main street of right next to my crib. So like essentially like right if you were to pull out and go onto.
But it is. And there's a row of them. RV really homeless though?
Technically, because the RVs don't drive. Like they got it there. They're all on flat tires.
Probably technically because you don't have an address.
Yeah, I would say technically you are, but one, they're taking up a whole lane in a 2-lane street.
No, yeah, dude, the RV situation's crazy. I had an RV parked in front of my house for like a month and a half, and I was really like, yo, you gotta go. Like, you can't just be posted up in front of my house.
And I'm not gonna kill you. That if you want the drugs and shit like that I've had to walk by them to go to this corner store. You are getting meth in there. You are getting the good stuff. Not the good stuff, but the stuff that crack, the stuff that homeless people are looking for. They got it and they're selling it out of these RVs.
Oh, you think?
Oh, so? I know. You can smell it. You can smell them cooking that shit in there.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
I will say, I do not know what crack smells like. I've gone 31 years, and maybe if I smelled crack, I would be like, "Oh, I've smelled it before."
I think you would not recognize it, but you would smell the chemicals that.
We got some homework. We got to get Kristen to smell some meth.
Some meth. Yeah, get that meth scent.
I worked at Kroger's, and I remember this.
Crackhead.
We were young, like we were like 16, 17 years old, and this homeboy I worked with. There was this crackhead in our neighborhood, Jody Brandon. She was off the rails.
Classic crackhead.
She still owes me $20. I used to give her rides.
Nah, you let her hold that. You let her keep it. You keep that.
She's crazy. She was definitely a prostitute. Like, anyways, she goes to the bathroom. Homie goes in there to clean the bathroom. You know, you gotta look. He's a bad boy, so he's gotta clean the bathrooms every like 3 hours. He comes out. He goes, Jody Brando's smoking crack in the bathroom, and I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, it smells like crack. And then like, poor guy, his mom's a crackhead. And like, it just made me sad for him. Like, damn.
Yeah, and it's not a pleasant smell. You know, you smell some. You know, when someone's smoking weed, you be like, "Oh, who got that fire?"
Yeah, you know, that's some good stuff.
That's some good stuff. You know, crack is the same, only not. It smells like shit, so you know, like it smells horrible. You're like, "Oh, someone's smoking that good shit, that good crack." Smell like shit over here.
Someone is out of their mind.
Yeah, and then you see someone bugging out or passed out. Like, nah, definitely something that I would wonder. A society where tomorrow we wake up and all of that's gone. Do we even have enough? Can this world work when there's no one homeless and everyone's looking for a job and a place to live?
We have to live differently, completely differently.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we woke up tomorrow and everyone is of stable mind and wanting to be
like a utopia,
I do wonder what kind of space that's in. You know, what kind of space that has this world in. You know,
I think we would have to.
It's not in the United States. I'll tell you that much.
We would have to be sharing everything and looking out for one another, but like sharing on a deeply, not like communism where it's not happy. You know, and
we're fighting over religion. We're not gonna ever. We're not gonna ever be in a place where everyone gets along. It's just human nature.
Yeah. So that being the case is one. So so when you eliminate homeless people. So now you have everyone able to vote and wanting to vote. And
even the crackheads?
No, that's what I'm saying. Let's say we wake up tomorrow and those crackheads are no longer crackheads. Let's say they're all stable citizens.
Oh, so we're living in like a fairy tale universe.
Yes, a fairy tale universe.
Okay.
Can this world even maintain as far as like financially? Is there enough? One, there's not enough housing.
It would just have to be like a world without greed and without,
power.
Because at the end of the day, we probably do have enough resources, but the fact that everyone lives in excess, Like,
not everybody.
So it's to a degree the world kind of is, or at least America, I'll say the level of homelessness is, it's needed to a certain degree, because if those people tomorrow get their lives together and are coming for jobs and opportunities that a person who works hard every day is going for, that's going to make that much things that much harder for that person.
It would have to be a shift, like Kristen was saying, where the execs and the higher up people aren't holding as much money as
Facts.
they do. We like billionaires, like the fact that we even have billionaires in existence. Like, I get that they move their money around and they're running different companies, but like to even have that much money to say like, hey, I have $1 billion like in my bank account, like that could be distributed. So like that could go a long way, man.
It's so hard to say though, T, because if you earned $1 billion, you probably would be feeling a little differently. If you earned it, coming from where you've come from and all your struggles you've had your life.
I don't think I could hold $1 billion and not help people.
You make your first billion off of whatever it is that people didn't believe in or didn't rock with at first or doubted in whichever way. And you make that product or that entity and make your first billion off of it, you might feel a different type of way. Not to say that every billionaire is like that, but I'm sure there's people who have gotten to $1 billion and it's hard for them to let go because they came from nothing.
Let's talk about Kim then, because they just valued Skims at $4 billion.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say that she didn't come from nothing, so she should be sharing that money. Let me hold some, Kim. Let me hold some. Let me hold some. You got Skims?
I have a few pieces, but I'm off. I'm on a Kardashian cleanse.
Wait, why?
We talked about this before.
We did. She is kind of like laying off of him.
I just had to hit the unfollow, and I had recently found out that I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but it's what's the red orange guy? Is
it one of the Kardashians?
What's the old president's name? Orange guy.
Trump?
Donald Trump's like stepson.
Is he dating one?
No, he is invested in Skims. So like,
really?
I'm not gonna give my money to him.
Really?
What the hell is his name?
What's Donald Trump's son?
This is his stepson.
Oh, Donald Trump's stepson.
Or
so
son-in-law.
So is he married to is he married to her? What's the?
Hang on, I'll tell you.
What's the daughter's name?
Jared Kushner. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
So he's heavily invested in Skims, and that made me feel some type of way. So I was like, this is not, you vote with your dollar every day, so I'm off the shits.
No, for sure. And I mean, hey, that means that Kim don't mind getting in bed with bro, as far as like business wise.
And so I think like Kanye talking all that shit about her, saying how she's so in bed with the Democrats, like, or not Democrats, but just so in bed with like the people in power. I mean, part of me is like, maybe.
But how can Kanye say that when he was fucking riding Trump's dick? Sorry for lack of a better word.
No, I mean, I'm not saying an argument between those two.
He was just saying
he went off the rails, but he was saying that she's like in bed with a bunch of politicians and shit. So like, I mean, she's got him as a fucking investor in her $1 billion company.
Most of the people at that level have not proven me otherwise in the way they move once they get to that level. Like Kanye, like you said, T, it's not like Kanye got to that level and was like, oh, let me not. No, we seen him fucking with Trump. We seen him fucking with all the people that were like, why are you rocking with this person, Kanye? You know, it does make me think or feel like when you get to that level, there are going to be things you're exposed to very early on before you're accepted in. And you can either rock with it or keep it pushing. It's the
Billionaire Boys Club, bro.
You can either rock with it or keep it pushing.
Didn't they say that, wasn't it Jordan that actually, like, his net worth just dropped significantly because
he sold the Charlotte Hornets?
He was forced out of the Charlotte Hornets ownership.
Well, so the ownership thing, I said, I don't know if I mentioned it here. That whole thing as far as him leaving and why he sold the team is a loose space theory because it revolves around
his partners
and all that and losing money, shady deals or whatever.
Right.
But he did lose. He was making a lot of his wealth was based off of him owning that team.
Yeah. Like the Jordan brand is not his primary primary money pit.
It wasn't even that. It's not even his primary. That's so passive that you don't look at it like, all right, that's money that you already know him to have.
I mean, when you have a multi-billion-dollar sports team, I would imagine that you're making the majority of your money from that.
All that Nike Jordan money, that's gonna be there and continue to be there. But once again, that's money that you've already been making prior to the fucking team.
Right.
So, yeah, him losing that did hit his net worth for real. Because the team was still, even though the team wasn't the most successful team, it still had value to it.
Any NBA sports team is going to hold a significant value just because of the organization, the franchise.
But here's the thing. All right, Kristen as well. You hit that first Billy. They set up that meeting or that you get invited to that party and you're at that party and they're telling you about it. You're hearing all the info right now. This is the Billionaire Boys Club introduction you're getting. Now, granted, you don't have to do everything because it's clear that they don't all just get along like that.
Right.
But if you rock with them, you'll continue to be successful and be able to make an impact. You see people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, you see what she's doing here. But if you totally go against them, they'll tell you, hey, this is the last billion you'll ever make. You are not going to be a part of the Billionaire Boys Club. Are you signing up?
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because it's like, what are they going to have you doing or agreeing or siding with,
For the most part, from what I could tell, from even the most least involved people with that club, you can't really speak negatively about anybody. Because you see Kanye's not in that club anymore. Technically. It looks like Kanye's not really in that club anymore.
What about Elon?
Elon's in that club, but Elon rock with certain people. Heavy.
But him and Mark Zuckerberg are about to go.
I think that's marketing, honestly.
About to go in the ring.
I think that's tech marketing. They both need to win. Think about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, bro. Real talk. Mark Zuckerberg.
Come on now.
Lay out Elon.
Mark Zuckerberg is giving him the hands. Mark Zuckerberg look wild, fucking crazy fit.
Yeah, no, he looked like he's been in the UFC for.
I thought that when you sent that photo, I thought that was Photoshopped. I did not think that shit was real. Zuckerberg look crazy.
Elon might want to sit down, bro. I want to sit down.
That's Elon talking out his ass on the internet. Like, he need to chill out because Zuck will put the hands on you, put the paws on you. It looks like not only is he fit, it looks like he's been just training with UFC motherfuckers.
Hey, listen, man, if SAG's still going on and there's no TV shows and they advertise a UFC fight against him, I'm tapping in, bro.
He might need to do that to save Twitter, do the live stream on Twitter or some shit.
That might single-handedly save Twitter, bro. That's his whole plan all along. He's like, I'm going to live stream from Twitter.
Nah, Zuck would have to make it required to be live streaming in the metaverse.
Metaverse Twitter. It's going to be a new collab, bro.
Or they do the fight in the metaverse.
On Twitter.
On Twitter. Dude.
Wall threading.
Honestly, it's just like, I feel like the back and forth that they have going on, to me, it just feels like marketing. They both need people on their apps using their shit. And so them arguing with each other.
Threads is starting to go down in...
it's lost like a huge amount of traffic since its release and all those signups, which we talked about that last week. Like, will it stay around or will it last? And it's been a whole week.
It was gassed up.
Of course, because it's easy to sign up. It was the easiest sign up any of us have ever done.
But I feel like if I'm not going back to Threads, I'm not going back to Twitter. Like,
I mean, maybe just that level of social networking isn't for you then. As far as like
I don't think it is
text-based social networking.
I was on it when I was younger, but I just feel like nowadays I just don't need everyone to know what I'm thinking all the time.
Yeah, and that's fair. And see, I think that's one side of Twitter. There's the other side of Twitter where people are making jokes about everything and making it not so personal. The same way with Instagram. There's different levels of Instagram. You have people who are doing really cool shots of themselves, shooting the scenery and all that stuff. It's really just finding your niche. And I think you talk through photography, T, like a lot, and like speak through the shots you take and the videos you
Appreciate that.
So like I think Instagram and just visual based apps would come easy or just come better to you.
Yeah. I'm more of a visual.
But that's what if you go back on Threads, you'll see like low key it is like a mix of Twitter and Instagram, because most posts I feel like I see on Threads have a photo with it.
I see.
Or a video with it.
Right.
It's very few just text based posts I'm seeing on my feed. Most of it, so that's why it's feeling like a Twitter, Instagram mashup almost. Because most of the stuff that gets posted on there, I feel like it has a photo with it. That's why I was surprised I didn't see you on it more. But like, that's what I'm noticing now. Because I feel like when you're on Instagram or anything Instagram related, it's hard to get away from seeing something. Seeing a photo, seeing a video.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't see anything, it's kind of like, what's the point? What am I doing on here? If you just read it on Instagram. The people who post, what was the last long post you ever did on Instagram where you just wrote mad shit?
Like a crazy caption?
Yeah. Have you ever done anything like that?
No, it's probably for like a birthday, like early 20s birthday.
Oh, you did like a crazy long caption?
Like,
that I had to hit more,
I can't believe I made it this far. Type shit.
Did I have to hit read more on your shit? Kristen, you've done that too? You've done the long?
I only have one that's like, it's barely long.
Do I have to hit read more on your shit?
But once you read more, it's probably like one more sentence.
Oh, okay. I'm going to find that post.
I think my caption was something like, I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this.
You did the whole flow? Shut up.
No, I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
If you know, you know, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit.
You know,
that's so funny. But yeah, about that shit, because we started talking about those wild ass dudes because you're off of Skims. Hold on, prior to just being off of the Kardashians, is the Skims stuff you have? Do you fuck with it? Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm definitely like a lot. I will be salty eventually in the future, but. You know, I'm just trying to be on my little vintage bullshit. And
did you, at any point when you was wearing it, did you feel like it could take a bullet?
Would it save my life?
Could I
I mean, I guess it's a lot of compression. Like,
do you want? Should we test it? Should we get like a?
Yeah, you guys should.
Should we get
we'll
get like a paintball gun or some shit. We'll get not a full on gun. We'll get maybe like.
But the point is
definitely still gonna hurt with the paintball gun.
The paintball gun it's good. The bullet's gonna hurt. The paintball
might actually hurt worse.
You think a bullet? No, I'm gonna say the paintball gun won't hurt as much as a bullet.
I'm saying Skims versus no Skims.
I think the concept makes sense. It is a lot of compression. So depending on the whatever this person
I need to hear
on.
this full story because
just like a tight spandex bodysuit.
She actually posted the video. Did you see it?
No. So what is the video of essentially?
I got it.
Is it of her showing the bullet wound?
No, but she's like talking through it or whatever.
While she's getting shot at.
No, post being shot at. But honestly, bro, she's kind of annoying. Just the way she talks, and I think by the end of it, I was just like more annoyed with listening.
Can you explain the video without watching it? Like, in the end of the day, T, what they were saying in the story, for people who don't know, did she actually get shot?
I think 4 times.
She got shot 4 times.
I'm pretty sure. And
the Skims compression was good enough to keep her from bleeding out? Is that essentially what was happening?
Yeah, essentially. Kim, I'm trying to Google it and talk to you.
Because if you're saying it's tight enough, that does sound plausible. If you're saying, Kristen, that the actual stuff is extremely tight and shaping.
Yeah. Also depending the size she had. If she had like one that was super snatch city, I might keep her all the blood
all tight. Keep her organs in.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I'm watching the video load, which is the craziest thing.
My only thing with it is just like, because this news came out like a day before
But like, what'd you do to get shot?
That's what I'm.
Actions saved my life. This New Year's I got shot 4 times.
So I ordered Skims
4 fucking times.
I've been hearing people rave about Kim Kardashian's shapewear, and I decided to get it. And because women's sizing is so effed up,
I'm so gagged.
Size up to a large.
It sounds like an ad.
I'm typically
Wait, let it
small,
rock.
medium. I'm a straight sized woman.
Oh, wait.
I'm just gonna put these on. I'm gonna put them on over my leggings so you can see how bad it is.
Oh, this isn't even the actual.
Like,
Where the fuck is it? This girl? It's this girl.
Kim Kardashian saved my life.
Yep, you heard that right.
No,
It
no.
was so tight on me that it literally kept me from bleeding out. I recommend it. I'm definitely gonna buy some more. I mean, I can wear it every day. It's like
Well, you she showing the balloons?
She's wearing it. Wait, hold on.
call it fate or Jesus, but I'm gonna call it Kim. I'm gonna call it Kim for sure.
Wow, talk about getting your...
I'm gonna call it Kim for sure.
She is. That's her. That was her talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty annoying.
After I watched it, I was like, it looked like an ad, like Kristen said. Like
Not an ad on the verge of death.
But hey,
I almost died.
that's the thing though. That video or that info came out a day before you posted the other thing about how much money she's making off of it,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that
or how much it's worth.
I'm sure that wasn't even a talk just because of it's just generating buzz right now.
There's no way that put it over the top. That what Kim and then made
No,
her.
but maybe it shed light on it.
Maybe it could have. It's a good marketing though. Would that make you want to go buy it if you had never owned Skims before?
If I lived in a dangerous neighborhood, maybe I would feel this way.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like all the men started wearing Skims.
Yo, imagine Skims body armor.
Have you? Okay, so
Skims
this is
body
just
armor
came up with
sounds
a game
lit.
show that we should do on the pod. That
Yeah.
should be our new for the new season. We just have a. So you guys should try on fat suits. You guys should try on like body shapewear. Like we'll get it in your size, snatch you up.
I'm not down to do shapewear, but I'm down to do like the big sumo wrestler like.
Oh, I'll do that.
Oh my god!
And then we could just run and jump at each other and roll around.
I want to do those so bad. I want to do that for the longest time.
I'm not wearing shapewear though.
Hold on, what kind of shapewear are you talking about? They don't
It
make
would be
shapewear
like
for men.
No, but you can wear it. You just like get it super snatched. You know, listen.
What do you want?
Yeah,
What do you
Imagine a wheel.
What the
Imagine a wheel, and then there's just like all these different bodysuits. Like some of them that have like the ass out. Some of them that have like legs. Some of them that have arms. All these different ones, and then you spin the wheel, and whichever one it lands on, you have to try that shapewear on. So you could have, because they even have ones that just go under here. I think this would be a very enjoyable television show to watch.
Yeah, we should do that, and then you should just like walk around with a strap on and just
and then the men have to have their nails done and like figure out how to live with nails.
All right. Anyways,
it's just like the TV show is just men doing things that women do.
The things y'all do are ridiculous.
And just to see how you guys would function. And
the things y'all do are ridiculous. And even though we love them, no one asked y'all to do them things.
What, the BBLs?
No, I wouldn't even say the BBLs. No plastic surgery aside.
No,
just things women do. Not
like nails, hairs, lashes,
all that
everything.
Stuff. They do that stuff.
Legs,
Granted, I love women who do all that, and they look beautiful. But
it's just a lot of work.
I think it's more of a women to women thing. Because women are the ones that notice hair and makeup, and
they do get at the dude. Hey, do you see anything different? Or
like
ask.
A guy's not looking like, oh, her contour is like, the average male isn't thinking about like the makeup or nails.
Yeah, but I think women are expected to look good. I think women are expected to do those things.
Yes, I agree, but
just based off like where women have evolved from, like our only value is to like have a baby and.
Here's the thing, though. All right, we can put the same theory out with what's going on with the SAG and the writers. If y'all stand in solitude and be like, hell no, we ain't wearing no makeup, we ain't doing our nails, we ain't shaving our legs, and stand in solitude, men will accept it. I guarantee you, dudes do not care. I guarantee you, Kristen.
It would be like generations before it changes.
It'll be a week. If you cut niggas off and be like, no.
Okay.
It'll be a week. You gotta weaken us of us being able to hold it down. Like, oh, word, yeah, hold on, all right, fuck it.
I don't know.
I guarantee you, if all women, all you need is that women standing in solitude together. Tell me now if I'm lying, ladies. Tell me now, please. Hit me up, because I don't think I'm crazy. If y'all stand,
because you can't make other.
It would
women,
have to be 100% thing though. Where
it would. That's the only thing.
Because some people live for that. Like it's just it feels good to like.
Because everyone has their preference. And at the end of the day, everyone has their preference.
Yourself.
But it, like T said, it would, because right now you're seeing with the writers and the actors, it is 100% thing. Everybody dipped. So it would have to be 100% thing for you.
In a way, the male gaze did create the narrative, but I also think women continue to drive the narrative.
100%.
You know, like there's always gonna be. It's just there now.
Y'all got to control the bar. Y'all really can control the bar. Dudes have proven in the past they will fuck anything. We have preference,
historically.
But historically they have proven it in the past.
Show
100%. So with that being the case, women really control the bar.
I know, but I think you have to realize that it's not just like easy to just like hit play and everybody changes. Like,
no, I don't think so at all. No, I don't think so at all.
Any type of
it's not realistic.
It's not realistic.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So
it would be interesting to see, though.
A place of like competition, because your best way of survival is to find a man with money. So like you have to look good. You have to do these things. So like we've evolved, and then now where do we go?
Well, so that's the thing, y'all.
Like, how do you cut people off?
I think the way y'all have evolved has given you more control, because now you don't need a man with money, because y'all got money.
Yeah, but you still have to apply makeup and look good, presentable, so that you can maintain your job, and like maintain your looks. Like if you're a woman, it's not good to have gray hair when you have a job.
Once again, though, I'm telling you, that's the standard that y'all have created.
I've literally never heard that.
Me neither. But that's the standard that y'all are letting rock. Talk to any woman
that is gray haired, and a lot of it is sure vanity, but it's also because you can't be whatever. I have a friend that was like 31 and was like almost completely gray. Mm-hmm. If she would wear her hair gray, people would treat her differently. Like, absolutely.
That might be a standard that...
Like, even I have clients who are writers who... They were like, no, when I grow my hair out, grown their hair out gray.
Ages or whatever?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, things like that's like one aspect of it. We can't help
like
that. The prejudice is a little different, I think, because that's
what I'm saying. So that's part of why women do things like this, like do retouches. Like there's the amount of retouches that people who have gray hair just get rid of it.
The only reason why I would have to eliminate prejudices is because we all do things to conform to prejudices.
Well, I think without those, it would be very simple to change. Like, if you don't have to worry about what other people are thinking and projecting on you.
100%. That's what I think. The prejudices is probably, I say, just as big, if not bigger than, or I say not. It's definitely not as big as what you said about women wanting to get men with the high value man. And to do that, you have to look a certain way. But in the end of the day, that high value man history has proven that high value man will fuck anything, because they usually cheat on that girl with something that is not as good as that girl.
Man, Eve should have never bit the apple.
Imagine whoa. This is my issue with
that story.
With religion. Fuck off. Why is the woman to blame? Why is from the creation, the beginning of existence, the woman is to blame? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, well, I don't blame the female, because she bit the apple, told Adam about it. At that point, me personally, if I'm Adam, I'm like, all right, God told us not to fuck with this. You ate it, and it's making you feel this type of way and giving you all this shit. I probably shouldn't eat that apple, is what Adam should have did. But he succumbed to
eating the apple as well,
but even differently, because Eve got told by an entity that wasn't on the same level as they were. The snake came up and convinced Eve,
right?
So Eve, I'll give her the pass,
because he hit her with that riz.
Yeah, exactly. Adam, I'm really gonna hold a little more accountable, because when God told him, took the rib out, made shorty, whatever. When she comes up to you like, oh, eat this. I'd have been like, nah, God, look at what God said. Like, who told you to eat this apple? Like, I'm putting more responsibility. I'm not gonna hold you on Adam. I think it's more Adam's fault. He should have been like, I got you. Let's go to God, and He can take all that shit out of your head that the apple put in your head. Because remember, after they ate the apples, they realized they were naked, and they went and like hid.
Can you, dude? That would be great. Like, imagine being the first person to just put some clothes on.
They didn't even put clothes on. Technically, they just hid behind bushes, and then they put the bush.
But imagine like the first person that wore clothes. They're just like, I'm gonna cover up, and then they're the only ones covered up, and now
the first people who realized they were naked, like cared about being naked.
Crazy.
But realistically, though, if it's just you and your shorty and a bunch of animals in the world you live in, how clothed are you really walking around? Realistically,
I mean, clothes also protect you from like the elements too, right?
I think technically they're living in a utopia. They're living in a Garden of Eden. That sounds like I believe from everything picture-wise or however they painted it, it's a utopia. So there's not really any of that. Because remember, all that
beautiful and perfect.
All that stuff came after. All that stuff came after. So because Adam and Eve fucked it up, they fucked it up.
Damn.
So they were hanging in the utopia.
Off an apple, not even like a pear or a peach or like something with a little more flavor. Like you got hit with the apple.
Facts, yo, apple out of all the fruits.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many better fruits.
I'd have been eating mango. Like fuck that apple.
Like yo, eat this pineapple. Like imagine the snakes on an island. Like yo,
man, Jamaican snake. Hey. Oh shit! Yeah, off an apple, bro. Out of all the fruits, because there's you have the rest of the garden to yourself. I'd be eating fucking.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like that's first pick.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely eating some I'll be going in on the mango for sure.
Craziness, man.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Travis's new single with The Weeknd and
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
Well, since we started recording, you had said it might be an island vibe. I am starting to maneuver in that space. Like it could be not necessarily an island vibe, but not a hip hop song.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll be, but
there's gonna be melody because we get that from Travis already.
Yes.
You got Bad Bunny and you got The Weeknd, who are both vocal performers.
Yes.
So I see it being some sing-song shit.
Yeah, some singy-songy.
I mean, the art is a literal lollipop.
It is weird art for Travis. That is a little weird. I'm not gonna hold you. As far as what I was, this album's called Utopia. And the first single, the first single off of it is a lollipop that looks like it's been licked and sucked on for a little bit.
For a while.
Yeah, it's not even like a fully intact lollipop. It looks like it's gotten some work on it, done to it.
I'm sick.
But I wanted to ask you guys, all right, so Utopia's coming. The last project we got from Travis was pre-COVID. You've seen that crazy concert that happened, or the crazy stuff that happened at the Astroworld Festival. People died at this show. Rest in peace to anyone who lost their lives. Do you think there's anything dedicated or put on this album for those people? Travis also was acquitted of all any wrongdoing for his specific role he played in that happening. He does not have to face any consequences. Do you think?
I think that there's going to be some type of reference within the lyrics. I think so.
Not necessarily. We're not saying not necessarily on this specific lollipop song.
Oh,
but,
not on the lollipop.
Yeah, but
song.
just
I'm talking about on the
project in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Kristen,
I blacked out.
Damn.
Do you think Travis puts anything on this project in memorial to the people who
No.
Do you feel a type of way about that?
I mean, I don't know. How do you judge somebody like that? You know what I mean? Like, I want you to forever talk about it every single time. Like, I feel bad for those people. I think that's a terrible way to die, especially like the young people. Everybody sucks, but
he also never addressed it though.
He has never.
I thought he talked about it in a song a little bit, or like he's dedicated.
He did some weird apology video on his cell phone after it.
I felt like he did that just for the case.
It looked like it was semi-natural because of how bad it was. He was just looking at his phone and he's like rubbing his hair. He's like, man, that was crazy. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry. It was really bad. Like, didn't seem like it was thought out at all.
I mean, I would accept like even a dedication in the beginning of the album, like like printed on the label, like, you know what I mean, dedicated to.
I just think that when he made that video, his team was clearly not guiding him well. Like
it looked like something he wasn't supposed to do. Honestly,
it looked like he was tripping out and just did.
And I'm sure he was fucked up in his head.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, we don't know him. We don't know how he operates on a day-to-day basis, how he handles trauma, or this is crazy.
I think he's gonna address it to a certain degree.
Do you feel if you go through that album and it's business as usual, it's like it never happened? You don't feel the type of way? Or do you, T? Are you like, damn, that's fucked up? He ain't even.
Do you think after the album, like in the interviews?
Because he already doesn't do a lot of interviews.
No, well, we've seen him on Nardwuar. We've seen him,
but he don't do a lot of. He don't do a lot. He maybe how many interviews really could we look up where Travis Scott has really like sat down and talked with someone for an extensive period of time about some serious shit, you know, or just anything.
I just can't see the conversation being. Yeah, it's probably better he doesn't.
Yeah,
probably better he doesn't. A good dedication. I mean,
because any interview he's definitely doing, they're gonna want to ask about that.
I hope that he addresses it to some degree on the album and like, you know.
So yeah, I guess more or less.
I hope that it happens.
I guess maybe that's why I ask it because up to this point he hasn't addressed it, right?
Right.
He releases his album. There's nothing on the album. He continues to perform live. Can he totally avoid ever addressing a situation like this?
Yes.
You don't think people? I think people will start to feel the type of way. They'll start to like feel a little weird.
If they're still rocking with him now, it's not going to change.
Yeah, I think they're just moving forward.
You've seen like some of the Travis documentary shit. Those fans are.
They do love him.
Insane.
They love him enough for. They love him enough for something like this to happen at his freaking show.
I could see him come out with the documentary and just be like,
more or less like what happened.
And instead of talking about it the entire time, it's just like a blip in the moment. The blip in the movie. You know what I mean? Not to call.
Essentially, though, for him to avoid it to that degree, he would have to really never do a legit sit down interview ever again. Or if he does, he's like, yo, you can't ask me about that.
Yeah.
You can't ask me about that. Which is crazy to think about because like. He really like I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because it has at this point felt like it's been business as usual. It like there's been no change in what he's done other than take time off. We'll see with this new single though, the Lollipop. Because what else we got? Hold on. So the show was canceled in the Pyramids, but is back on apparently.
Not gonna lie to you, I just realized I was recording in 4K this whole time.
So it was just recording.
And it's mad hot in here, so it overheated.
Did it shut off?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Who knows? Hey.
Okay.
At the end of the day, $199, baby.
4K, baby.
We'll fix it in season 2.
Yeah. This is. I mean, don't we? So this episode technically will be uploaded in 4K.
I just switched it back to 180. Yeah, don't get.
So the first half of this episode will be uploaded for 4K.
Iconic.
We might do some. I might do some wizardry next season, and we might be in full 4K.
Full 4K. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Why not?
Stay tuned. It's getting hot, man.
It is getting hot.
See, summer's heating up. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We were talking about it, saying, oh, you know, like, I just wish it was hot. And I constantly kept saying,
no, we don't.
I don't. I really don't enjoy it. And here we are. And I'm not enjoying it, bro.
Wait, fucking Arizona has been experiencing, like, the hottest heat wave ever. And they had people I seen this video, these people stuck on this tarmac. And people were shitting their pants and passing out and like throwing up because it was like 111 on the inside.
Hold on, am I being recorded doing this? Is there like a camera that's
like filming you shit your pants?
That's fucked up.
Dude.
It's the worst. All right, not only did I just shit and throw up and pass out.
I'm still hot.
And I'm still hot, but I'm being filmed as well, so you can put it online.
Have you seen that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he goes outside and is like, it's mad hot and his eyes pop out of his head?
Oh God.
Oh, when he's on Mars. He's on Mars. It wasn't hot. He was in space. It was
Sixth Day?
It was no, it was Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah, that scene is crazy when his eyes is popping out his head. Because it's so, when you look at it now, it looks so bad. Honestly,
I gotta see that.
It's like a prosthetic mask he's wearing. It looks bad now. When I was a kid, that used to freak me out. That was so scary. Because he slips and falls when he's doing a spacewalk in Mars.
Oh, dude, this is crazy seeing this shit.
And he breaks his mask.
Not the lava.
Oh man, dude, this movie's classic.
Such a classic movie, really good for anyone who hasn't seen it. This ain't no ad, but definitely go check out Total Recall.
Wait, but he was really out there, just like all melted for mad long. Oh, look at his eyes pop
out. Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
Classic movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger. They did do a remake with what's that dude's name? Colin Farrell. They did a remake with Colin Farrell. A few years ago.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's a gem, bro.
What was that?
Arnold Schwarzenegger's a gem. Who else can be the Terminator and be a governor?
And he was legit a governor out
and
here.
be married to a Kennedy.
Were you I know, right? Were you able to vote by then? You weren't able to vote. Were you able to vote for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, but I remember when
he was in office.
Yeah, or when he got elected. Yeah.
Was shit popping out here?
Hell yeah.
Was it just like mad? Like
people were making jokes about it.
That's what I'm saying. Was it like
people were just they're like, wow, this is like who we chose for. Like that's the energy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
Yeah, there was mad jokes and shit. Yeah, no.
That's so funny. But he was like, did he do it? Did he do anything you remember for the city? Like, were you at an event that he came and did a speech at or something like that? Did you ever have a run-in with the governor of California?
No, I did not.
That's so funny, dude.
Man, shout out
Arnold. Shout out Arnold. He is a gem. He's a gem. So, are we going to this Gunna show in LA?
How much are tickets?
Not that bad. They're like $70, $80.
Oh, that's not bad. Where's the concert?
I think that's not why you were asking. I don't think you give a fuck how much those tickets cost you because you know they weren't going to be that expensive. Are we publicly endorsing someone who technically is considered a rat? Because do you feel like that would say something about us when we walk into that show? If there's a protester outside and he's like looking at us, taking photos of everyone, he's like, "All right, I know you'll snitch. I know you'll snitch."
Yeah, and then the concert starts and Fuck You Mean comes on and he's dancing with
Fuck You Mean.
That song is a fucking hit, bro. And at the end of the day, I get it, man. I'm not from the streets though, so I'm gonna just separate myself. The music's hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do think that Gunna shouldn't have been involved with that.
Of course.
If he couldn't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Stay out of the kitchen.
You know?
But is it up to me to punish him for that? Like, is that my responsibility to punish Gunna for that? No, y'all guys kick him out of your gang or deal with him how you should deal with him.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it anybody's job to punish another?
If you're in a gang,
only God
and you snitch on your gang members, then yes, there are people in your gang who probably I would imagine it's it's their responsibility. But to a person who doesn't even know or have a relationship with Gunna, I just listen to his music. I don't think it's my responsibility to punish Gunna by just not listening to his music. Like, is that a rule? Like, I'm not supposed to?
I guess if you were personally offended, maybe you could punish him by not giving him money.
Well, hey, I will say a lot of people.
I don't know why I did that.
A lot of people, I think, might feel like how me and T are saying, but he did do that on Thug, and we love Thug.
Right.
So technically, what'd you say? He did technically hurt someone that I fuck with. So is that enough for us to justify not fucking with Gunna? Because it's not like he just snitched on some dude who we don't give a fuck about. He is snitching on someone who we all openly fuck with his music. Thug got that dude. Like, does that make it a little different?
Much you care. Like, how much do you really care about it? Do you really care that he is a snitch? Like, do you want to listen to a snitch? Like, for me personally, I don't listen to Tory Lanez, and I used to listen to Tory Lanez a lot.
Yeah.
And so now I just, like, won't play his music. Like, ever. Like, if a song comes on next, like, just personally off my love for Megan because we're friends.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, how much do you... But that's because I care about her a lot. And she's a fucking real stranger, but, like, I love the girl.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck with her. She's kind of... Yo, Meg, where you been at?
Shining.
Streets need you. Put some slaps out.
They're coming. Always coming.
What about...
I do want to talk about this because apparently they're trying to solve the Tupac murder. Like, it's getting closer.
How close? I thought they knew who did it. I thought they had the dudes who did it. No.
What? Really?
I thought they knew who did it. I thought the dude who did it.
I thought that was unsolved hip-hop murders, man.
I didn't know that. I thought... I honestly hadn't really paid crazy attention to it.
I think it was Suge Knight ordered that shit.
Oh, you think so? He was in the car. That'd be crazy if you order. I don't know. I mean, granted, that is the best cover up, but I don't know if I would trust someone's aim, especially being in a vehicle, for you to try to kill you. Like for me to want to get you killed and me be in the car as well. That's too much of a risk, I think, me personally.
You don't trust your shooters?
No. Not if you get some hood nigga, nah. And I'm sure that's who they got is some hood nigga. If you got John Wick, then yeah. If John Wick's doing
John Wick will get it done.
John Wick will pinpoint accuracy. And not only that, everyone in the John Wick movies. I'll get all those dudes. Although everyone in those movies, all for the most part, it seems like they have good aim unless they're shooting at John Wick.
I'm getting the guy from Wanted who can curve the bullets.
Oh, the curve. Yo.
That movie was hard.
The curving of the bullets? Kristen, you seen Wanted. If not, I think it's on Netflix. T, you need to make this happen tonight. Barbie, Oppenheimer, Wanted.
All right.
I used to really think that, soaking yourself in candle wax would, like, heal. I was like, does that really work? I had to look it up. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm sure when you looked it up, did that movie come up every time you looked it up? Was it... was it like you're probably looking this up to see?
It's completely false.
Yo, that was cool. The way they hailed themselves, it was bullet curving, and there was...
The ending was crazy.
The ending was super crazy.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, Kristen... a classic Angelina Jolie movie. You fuck with Jolie.
I have to watch it.
You fuck with Jolie.
Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, she's cool.
Tomb Raider, classic.
I think just Jolie.
When I think about Angelina Jolie, I actually think about her being married to Billy Joel or Billy.
Was it Billy Joel? Billy
Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. And then then she was making out with her brother, and she had that vial of everybody's blood.
Well,
on
no,
her
it was
chest.
they had each other's blood.
Fucking weird.
On a necklace.
And then she's making out with her brother.
With Billy Bob Thornton or her own brother?
Billy Bob Thornton. No, her Angelina Jolie's brother.
She was making out with her own brother.
On the red carpet.
Really? I mean, she's always seemed like
she's a bizarre
very
individual.
Bizarre.
But now she's all
I don't know she anything
has
about
all
her.
these kids.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I know she's
They're from all different countries.
I know she adopted them.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. She seems like she was that world saver, Mother Teresa type vibe.
Yeah.
But I know the marriage with Billy Bob Thornton only lasted a year.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was super short.
It looked crazy. Looked very unhinged.
What's up with all these splits though? I see
many splits.
Ariana Grande splitting up with her mans.
I know. I don't even know who he is. Sorry,
I don't know who he is.
But I did not know this man.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even know she was married. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't know she was married either.
She is wild.
She is
getting engaged to too many people.
There's another divorce I seen. I can't remember.
I'd be interested to see what she would be like in real life.
Ariana? Mm-hmm. She seems... I don't know. Yeah, I do. I would be interested in it as well. See what she's like.
Because you got to be getting in pretty far with somebody to be getting engaged. So I just feel do you know who you're marrying? Ever?
I met Selena Gomez once.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had to throw that out there.
That's so awesome. I met Kelly Rowland once.
Nice woman.
Also a nice woman.
Kelly Rowland. Do you know that song?
No.
Shout out Made in Tokyo.
For making that happen?
Do you remember? No, his song, Kelly Rowland.
Oh, that's who it was. Taylor Swift and Matt Healy?
I thought they've been Splitsville for like a month.
Maybe. Oh yeah, they've been split for a little bit.
I did see like a news article with like Splitsville or whatever the fuck.
Oh, the first one. This is a list of all the celebrities who broke up this year: Ricky Martin and Juan Yosef, Billy Porter, Adam Smith, Kylie Richards. I don't know who the fuck that is. Taylor Swift, Matt Healy, Billie Eilish. She's single now.
Wait, she broke up with her man? Thank God. He was so much older than her.
She seems like creepy. One to date older men.
I think she has to date older men because she's probably very mature and like wise beyond her years.
She seems like someone who is a little like, she don't seem like young to me. She seems like pretty like, she don't give off like a super young.
Elon Musk?
What was that?
What did she go with Elon Musk?
Honestly, that doesn't sound crazy at all.
I feel like Elon Musk is...
There's very few people...
He's got a type.
There's very few relationships that Elon Musk would have with a female that...
They kind of look alike. They both got like bright blue eyes and like
that's what I'm saying.
Pale skin and like very much like bug eyes.
There's very few people I can see Elon Musk not dating. I feel like Elon Musk is down for anything.
And they're artists.
Yeah, exactly.
Like weird individuals. I don't know. Seems like his type.
Oh, shout out Osaka and Corday. They had a baby.
Yeah.
They had a baby. Shout out them. What's her first name? I didn't know her. I didn't know. Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka and Corday. They had a baby together. Shout out them. That's pretty cool. Especially because she's still super young in her career. To be having babies and stuff is like a big deal. She had said in an interview, like she's not gonna let the industry tire her out or like control her life in any way. And I know having a baby is not something you just bounce back from like that.
Like her life has changed.
Your life is instantly changed. Yeah. Not even just you physically, but just now you have a life to take care of. And tennis is a one-on-one sport and super crazy high level dedication commitment. So if she's still gonna chase that shit, shout out her, because I know that is not easy. I feel like this Williams sisters waited till later on in their lives to have children, so they were already, and they didn't go back after they had kids, but they did, but they had already kind of made their mark. When had some kids, and then came back, but and didn't Serena playing? She won or was playing at one point pregnant. She was pregnant with one of her kids when she was playing.
I would have to become more informed.
She was definitely playing with one. She was pregnant one time with one of her kids. And tennis is definitely a crazy ass sport though, because it's one-on-one type shit. Hell yeah. When it's just you and mad people in an arena watching you.
We need a ping pong tournament.
They have those. Oh, were you saying we need one?
Yeah, we need to get good at it.
I'm not. The way they be playing in the ping pong tournaments, that shit is crazy. Like,
it's low-key hard.
Yeah, like
we should get one.
To be that good at ping pong is insane.
Yeah, for real.
How much do you think they're making though?
Not much,
bro. To pennies be that good. To be that good. I just watched this video though. I'm gonna send it to you guys. Maybe y'all could watch it before, and we could.
44,000 is the average ping pong.
So minimum wage.
Whoa, $5.
Top earners are making 56,000.
So are making what?
56,000.
So still minimum wage. A little above minimum wage. A little above minimum wage.
That's pretty rough, man.
Yikes.
That's like, actually no, it's a decent salary in certain areas.
That's the top earners though.
Yeah.
But it's probably not, is that your like full-time job?
That's what I'm wondering. Is that just from like playing tournaments?
Fun, yeah.
But the way they play, you would have to be so committed.
Yeah. I'm sure those people just like go to the wall and they're just like at night. That shit is just like mad physical actually. That game's the smallest ball but super physical.
Exactly. And the ball's not even like super, like it's really light. Like it's like
the most delicate but intense sport. It's very strange.
Shout out to all the ping pong players out there.
For real.
Shit.
I'm dying to turn the AC on.
I'm dying to take a piss.
I say we wrap up like we should.
Yep.
And then after you take your piss and turn the AC on, we just come in here and talk and record this and see what it sounds like with the AC on. Because I want to see what it sounds like. Is it that bad?
I don't feel hot at all.
Oh, you don't?
No. I just have to go pee super bad.
I think it's me just looking at T's making me feel hot. Because I know T's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you guys start sweating, that makes me anxious. And then I get a little bit hot.
T's that's why I'm trying to look at you crazy, because T's making me hot.
I had to put the hat on.
Yeah.
Hot as a bitch in here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for the very last episode of the second season. This is the second season, right? Technically? Yeah. Season 2 of EOD Podcast.
End of the day podcast.
It's your boy, Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
And it's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Oh, gang.
Yeah, thank ya.
To be honest with you, I don't know how much video we got, but we gonna find out.
We're going to find out. We'll see you next season, guys.
And I want to give a shout out to my girl, Shantae, and her man, Harley, for their new child that they have brought into the world. They're listeners of the pod, so we love you.
We love you guys.
Little angel child. Good luck.
Good luck.
And a round of applause for us one time.
One more time.
And for the listeners.
Not 100 episodes down. Thank you all the supporters out there. We love you guys.
Big shit next episode, baby.
Big shit popping. Big shit popping. Hey. Big shit popping.
End of the day.
I don't know. This beat is hard. I don't know if we can get another beat.
Damn. Have we made it this far on the beat before?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing it now. I'm like, this beat is hard. We might need to just make a song over this. Let's make a song over this.
We could remix it.
Yeah, let's just remix it. That little like, that little.
Podcast.
Till next time.
Till next time.